Hello, hello. How's it going? I am so tired. So tired. Let's see if this works. Ooh. Seems like it's working. Noise. There already was a sleep deprived episode. There can be many of them, Gojo. My young Padawan. There can be many of them, and there will be many of them, unless I fix my sleep schedule. I don't know if that's ever gonna happen, but I will try. I've actually decided today to go to bed on time and wake up on time. Though, we'll see how that's going. It's just one command, but I thought I'd add some fun stuff for you guys to do. You can't spam it. I don't know. There's a 1 minute timer on it per person. If you get the Lace to join, then he'll be able to do it like 1 second after you do it, but I was worried like someone would sit and spam it for minutes on end, so I thought a tiny limit would be good. Though I will add more commands, more fun commands. So there will be others to type while the shake one is on cooldown. Silk Song on Friday. Most likely. I'm not sure if I'm busy on Friday or on Saturday, so it's gonna depend a bit on later this week. I will probably have an answer by tomorrow, whether there's gonna be a Silk Song stream on Friday or not. So yeah, check back in tomorrow and I'll know more. Because tomorrow I'm gonna try Hightail, and that's gonna be pretty neat. Hopefully. It's been like, I don't know, 8 years since the release or the announcement. When did the Hightail trailer first release? Hightail trailer release. I'm gonna regret adding all those commands, aren't I? 2018. That's 8 years. Holy shit. Yep. Oh. Okay. So, is everything configured? Yeah. So, here we are. I slept like 4 hours, so I don't know why I thought this was a good idea. I didn't get anywhere last stream. Have you done any more Python programming, Gojo? Any more fun stuffs? I'm getting dizzy. I need to stop drinking tea in the evening. I've been experimenting with TK Inter. TK Tincture? TK Inter. Toolkit Integer? I don't know. What's it about? TK Inter. TK Inter. Python interface. An interface. Like a graphical interface or a command line interface? Basic graphic interface. Okay, interesting. Is that like a natural evolution of your other like game projects and stuff like that? You want to do a graphical Python game perhaps? Basic widgets, buttons, checkboxes, text boxes, labels. That is pretty basic, but you can do a lot with basic stuff if you're creative. What's the saying? Like the true test for creativity is limitations? Or did I make that up? I don't know. I have a feeling there's a saying that goes somewhat like that. Alright, we had it asking us questions. And need to check to get a learning toggle. And the questions were very basic or very difficult. It was either look at the code and give me the answer of what you see, or it was just random questions about the architecture. That's way too high level. Have you used like something, I don't know, like Google's anti-gravity IDE or maybe Cursor or something when programming? Or have you used like VS Code or, I don't know, Sublime or what else is there? Vim? No. Because I've been considering using something like Cursor or maybe anti-gravity. It's called anti-gravity, right? Where is gravity? Google anti-gravity. I was just curious if you're... That's not a good prompt to get. Though we are still live. Aren't we? Hello Gojo, can you hear me? Can you see me? Please don't tell me the stream died. Nope. It's still live. Let's see if I can check it out without duplicating the sound. Oh, no, almost. Oh, I see why the error. Okay. Well, that's not great. I no longer see your messages. I can see it now there, and it's over. Can you repeat one more time because of the lag? I was asking if you're using like a very basic code editor like Visual Studio Code, or if you're using something like Google Anti-Gravity or Cursor or something with AI-powered integration. Because I've been considering getting something like Cursor or Anti-Gravity. How do I fix... Give me a second. Ah, there we are. So why isn't this connecting? Give me a second. And of course I picked the wrong one. Why can't things just work? Wouldn't that have been nice? Wouldn't that have been just great? Let's see if I do that, and I do that, and I do that. And see, I can read your message soon. Let's see here. I think we should be back. Let's see. I'm using a program called PyCharm. There's an AI function built into it, but more like inline completion. Or continuing the pattern you started, like implementing button 0 to 9. If you make like 3 of them, it will continue making them with continuing numbers. But I don't use it. I prefer coding without any help like that. Really? Really? That's pretty hardcore. But I guess whatever works for you, man. I feel like I couldn't do without like real, like complex syntax completion and stuff like that. Oh, yes. Oh my god. Why is nothing working today? There we are. Okay. Yes. So I've gotten nowhere in 15 minutes. Good stuff. Good stuff. If I need help, I just search it up online or look for a tutorial. I mean, that's the traditional way of doing things. I don't mean that it's not wrong. Like, don't get me wrong. I've done that a lot of times. When I got into like game development, I leaned like really heavily on tutorials and Stack Overflow and, you know, forums and stuff like that. But it feels like it's just inefficient today. Though there's always the argument of if you rely too heavily on AI, you won't actually learn anything. Like the information goes in one ear and out the other, so I guess that's one perspective. And it's like there is some credence to it even for me now. Like I'm having trouble even recognizing this piece of code. Like I can understand like the high level stuff, what's happening, but when you get into like the gritty details of it all, it's very confusing. Though it wasn't confusing 2 months ago, so. But that could also like be my memory that's bad. That's not like an actionable data point for AI being useless. It's probably also because I'm not making as complex programs as you do. I don't know how complex this even is. I mean, the math of it is complex, but the code itself isn't that complex, I don't think. Like the syntax and all of that. Like, you understand regex, I believe? Or was that someone else? I have like a vague memory of you explaining how regex works. And that's still very confusing to me. That was me, the regex. Yeah. Need to shake loose some brain cells. They're rattling around in there somewhere. That's the sound you're hearing. There's not a lot of them, but they're there. They're there. Somewhere. They're pretty dry though. They need moistening up with new knowledge. Okay. What was the question again? Well, it's not the question, it's confirmation that we've answered it correctly. Okay, so here's the high-level map of what this little program or script or whatever is doing. Okay, now we're back. It is pretty certain now that default does not lie with me, like the lag. It's my local fiber node or something, like my ISP that's throttling my connection. I thought for like a second that there was I thought that the VPN was the issue, but I'm doing some network testing on the side here, and the results are pretty damning. Pretty damning. I can show you. Can I show you? TTL. Well, I'm having I run a ping in the background, and suddenly, whenever I go down, there's like this. request timed out, and then general failure, and then it comes back online again. It's not great. And what's so annoying about that is that I don't think there's anything I can do about it. Like, if it's the ISP that's throttling me, then I'm screwed. Yeah. My brain has timed out, man. The only option I could see would be maybe lowering the streaming video quality to YouTube, because now it's at 1440p and it's streaming at 15k bitrate. Wait, do you say 15k? Yeah, 15k bitrate. And I could lower that to full HD maybe, and lower the bitrate to something close to Kiki and Twitch. But I don't want to. I never get bored about this. Shake. Though I want to add more of them. More commands. I have 2 ideas. Lag times 5. Yeah. Man. I wonder, can I call like my ISP and ask them what the hell is going on or something? I don't know, what do you do when like your internet is basically fucked for 2 hours every evening? Because this is most likely due to like everyone getting home, and after they're having dinner they sit down in front of their TV or their smartphone or computer and they start streaming YouTube or Netflix or whatever, and there's like a huge draw of bandwidth that's going on at this peak hour, and this is the hour I want to stream. Do I inform when min lag 2 seconds happens or not? I mean, it's good information, but you don't actually need to inform me if you don't want to. It's mostly critical that I know when like you can't even see anything. When it's like a complete breakdown. Though I do see that on my monitoring software as well. But yeah, I think if there's no way to solve this, I'm gonna look into like if I need to contact my ISP or whatever. And if there's no way to solve this lag, then I'll just have to... I guess it's cold where you are. What do you mean? I was trying to look on my screen if there's like some weather widget or something. I'm shaking from the cold. That didn't even register in my mind because it's so damn hot in my room. Like it's sweltering hot. For some reason my PC is like working as a jet engine at the moment. I've turned down my radiator to basically nothing because my computer is doing double time as a radiator itself. And I'm not even like playing any games or something. I swear, during summer, it's actually like, I don't even know how to say it. It's like a sauna. I need to have a fan on me around the clock, or else I die. Simple as that. I simply die. Like my parents will find me a day later looking like a desiccated corpse, like a mummy in my chair because I've dried out like a raisin. It's crazy how warm it gets. I think it's like something wrong with my house or something. There's like no warm air leaving and all the warm air stays inside. Like it's like a greenhouse basically. I wish I had like an AC. That would have been so nice. I've been to Florida and they have ACs all over that place. So even if it's hot, it's not unbearable when you're inside. Greenhouse house. House. How? Ni hao. Have you ever been in a greenhouse? Like a real greenhouse? Ni hao. I just considered like the fact that most people probably haven't been in a greenhouse in their life. Which is kind of crazy to think about for me for some reason. Like it just feels unnatural to never have set foot in a greenhouse. Boss, I'm tired. I'm too tired for this shit. I'm trying to focus. I'm like reading a couple of words and then my mind is simply disconnecting. I was. My friend's parents have a flower selling business and they had them. Ooh. I bet that place smelled amazing. A greenhouse full of flowers. And also flowers bred to be sold. So probably like pretty and nice smelling. It was hot. Yeah. That's kind of the idea, man. Is it like... I don't know, consider this, but do they have like ice houses for temperate flowers in hot climates? Nah, that can't be a thing, can it? I guess simply having a warehouse or something would do the trick. A warehouse in shade. Quick question. What food do you like the most? I don't know, man. It's such a difficult question. Because if you're talking about like a category of food or simply like a specific food item. Like, I like Indian food, I like Chinese food. But that's like something I eat occasionally. When it comes to like things I cook myself, I don't know. Though I can say something that's very tasty, like a Greek gyros, like you know the kebabs in wraps in bread with like garlic sauce and lettuce and onions. That's really tasty. No, don't you dare. Don't, no, man, no. What? Why? Why? Stop. Stop. All on you. And we are back. Crazy, man. 35 minutes and the stream has dropped 6 times. That is a holy ratio of network issues. It's a crazy ratio. Brain rot, 6-7, let's go, let's go. 6-7. Man. The first time I heard 6-7, I was like, oh my god, what is this retardation? And then The 100th time I heard 6-7, I was like, oh my god, what is this retardation? And now when I hear 6-7, I'm like, oh my god, what is this retardation? Man, memes. There's something beautiful in the stupidity of memes sometimes. It's like an abstract form of art. We like look at the art pieces of ancient history of someone like Picasso creating something just strange and weird and pointless, and people in the future will look at 6-7 and just be like, what the hell? Those guys were on crack, man. Speaking of crack, what's your favorite food, Gojo? I don't know why I said it like that, but... It's now you need to answer with crack. It's the only answer you can give. Anything else is illegal. And shaking me won't change my mind. Good thing you can shake me. I'm gonna shake you down, man. Okay. I need to lock in. I need to configure my brain the right way, like that. Now it's locked in, and I can at least read this. Probably like pasta with tomato sauce. Ooh, that's a good option. Simple, yet more lag. More lag. I'm going to plug in like the data I collect from my network diagnosis. After this, I'm gonna plug in that into the AI and have it assess my cookedness, how cooked I am. Am I well done or overburnt? I think I'm overburnt at this point. A bot. Let's ban that one. It's gone. Though, can I... no, I can't delete the message. Too bad. I don't know if you heard, but I approve of your pasta tomato combination. Though I'd like to add something to it if it was me. Test. Oh, you might be behind. Sometimes when YouTube streams crash and restart, the people watching it doesn't get put at the actual real-time event. They get put at the chronological frame, or whatever you want to call it. Read my previous message. If you mean the message about pasta with tomato sauce, then I read it 2 times. But maybe you didn't hear it due to the lag. YouTube banned it. Ooh, I see, the shadow banned it. I should be able to see shadow banned messages somehow. Let's see, can I do it here? Ah, I see it now, I see it now. And in the second place, I put crack. Man. I should probably... Ooh, yeah, I can actually... I should be able to make YouTube less aggro with the shadow banning of messages. It's mostly there to like catch actually egregious stuff, but there's like very little chance there's gonna be someone coming in here and typing something like really foul. And it's pretty annoying when they flag what's obviously a joke. Sorry, it was the only legal option. To put it in second place, yeah. You need to throw the cops off your scent. Okay. Now it's time to lock in and read at least this part here. Again, even though I've already read it last time. So, the complete map. That actually completes our entire tour of the Transformer. Here is the high-level map of what you've built. Tokenization, text to IDs, embedding IDs to vectors, identity plus location. Okay. Transformer blocks, vectors communicate attention, and think, feed forward, to build deep context. Output head. Excuse me. The context vectors become raw votes. That's called logits. And then we have the generation, where we take the logits and we use softmax to turn that into probabilities of the next character, and we pick that the one with the highest probability, I think. Or that might depend on the temperature, but I don't think we even have that built in. So yeah, it picks the most probable. I can't fucking speak. It picks the most probable character. Are you feeling a bit more grounded with this high-level picture? What do you say, Gojo? Are you grounded? Because, I mean, this makes sense to me, but it's also useless. Like, this is... Like, this is someone explaining how a ban on a factory works. Like, oh, one worker takes out that part and puts in that part, and then the next worker puts in another part, and then this machine scrambles the flux capacitor, and then the next thing packages it and ships it off. Like, yeah, sure, that's what it does, but how? How does it scramble the flux capacitor? If you don't know, then like this is useless. You get what I'm saying? I understand the logic, but I don't understand how it's coded. Exactly. That's my complaint as well. And still, it says, if you are ready to continue, we can jump right back to topic 38. The control panel, hyperparameters. Like, come on, man. Come on. I don't even understand what's going on. Give me a break. Well, I guess the option is to like paste in parts, like explain all of this, and then it needs to explain that, and then explain this, and explain this, and I guess I'll have to do it that way. Funny guy. I don't know, man. Huh. Yeah. I feel like one of the Minecraft villager noises is a question. Like a question noise. Though I'm not sure which one. Is it huh? 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 It's probably huh? I'm so damn tired. I don't know if that's clear to you, but oh my god. Ooh. It actually wanted to mute this. That's weird. Like the auto mode wanted to mute that message. That's just an emoji, man. Come on, YouTube. Come on. Wait, I probably can change that right away. Let's see. Ooh. Yeah. There we are. There we are. Now there should be no issue whatsoever. You've been you've been given a large amount of power. A large amount of power. Use it wisely. Use it wisely. Oh, oh. Oh, this is a code breakpoint or whatever you call this one. What do you call this? A debug break, maybe. Ooh, hello, Pepolicio. Hyperparameters is just the setting you usually control. Oh, so hyper being like common or usual, maybe somehow. Yes, hello, it's been a while. How's it going? Though even if I know that now, it's probably not a good idea to continue with the next topic. Or should I? Yeah, why not? Why not? Alright, let's continue to the next topic. Let's just see what happens. How badly I'll do. I mean, there's no stake in this. Whoa! I don't know why they give it funny names, just like like user-facing settings to play with. It's because they want to sound cool, I think. They want to sound hip. They want to be like, yeah, I'm that guy who implemented hyper parameters in the very advanced program I'm working on. Yeah, so cool. Look at me. I mean, to someone who doesn't know, like me in this instance, saying that you implemented hyperparameters sounds way cooler than saying I implemented some user-facing settings. Like, okay, dude, whatever you say. You're learning. That's debatable, but yeah, I'm certainly engaging my brain. My sleep-deprived, very mushy brain. There's a few neurons rattling around in there, as Gojo can attest to. Oh my, it's the guy who used hyperparameters. Yeah, I know, right? Isn't that cool? It just screams competency. Okay, let's try this. Lag. Ooh, And we're back. If it wasn't clear, Mr. Ompe, I'm having a lot of internet issues. And Gojo is keeping a lag counter going. We're on the 8th total breakdown of network activity in 52 minutes. Crazy work. No, now you know what's coming for you. Well, too bad. Nah, no. I was like, what is he talking about? And then I read the message above, and then it triggered the shake. Time for a daily shake. Man, my brain can't handle it. You're gonna give me like a brain hemorrhage or something? Okay, so the syntax for this is pretty self-explanatory. I do like the elegance of this. Like you put the if-else statement inside of the variable assignment. I would never code it like this myself because it's... I don't know, I'm not familiar with like doing it this way. But it is like very fancy. What is it shaking though? It's shaking loose my brain cells. You can try it for yourself if you want to. And kill me. Please don't. This acts as an automatic switch. If a compatible graphics card is present, it uses it for massive speedups. Otherwise, it safely defaults to standard computer processor. Now, let's get all those scattered numbers from script into one central location so we can easily scale the model up or down. Your task, create a new section called hyperparameters at the very top of masterfile.py, right under import torch statements, but before you load the text. Define these variables. I have provided some suggested values that will let us train a noticeably smarter but still manageable model. Okay. Okay. Let's try this. So, we have the hyperparameters. And then what? I mean, we can simply... Wait. I mean, I could simply write all of this. But that... It can't be doing just that, right? There has to be some trick to it, some devious little plot twist. There's no way it's simply asking me to write out a few variables and define them. There's no 54. Oh my god, I can't even get the values right, so maybe this is a challenge. Block size equals 256. And max iterations is my guess on that one. Evaluation interval, maybe 500. Ooh. It's gonna evaluate something. Maybe evaluate the performance every 500 iterations. Learning rate equals 3e minus 4. I have a riddle for you. It is food, but it can't be baked. It is food, but it can't be baked. You can add milk to it, and it is easy to make. Like my first answer was a glass of water. Like you can't bake a... Oh my god. I should have seen that coming. Honestly. Can't bake a shake. I should have known. The answer was in front of me all along. Device equals... Ooh, here we have the CUDA. CUDA. If the torch dot CUDA... Not CUDA. CUDA is available. Else you do the CPU. It was right in front of you. Yeah. But my brain is currently running on CPU and not on its CUDA cores, so it's very slow. It's very, very slow. I feel like this is the scope of my brain capacity now. Like I can't even finish a whole sentence. And it's always the brain. Test shake. You need to put shake first, I think. That's the... I don't know why I... Yeah, exactly. I don't know why I actually did it that way. I could change that, I think. So you can type it anywhere in a sentence. I might do that, because there's like no apparent reason as to why to keep it limited. What was I doing? Oh yeah, right, I was typing stuff. Eval ithers 200. Evaluate it. No, I don't know what that's for. Number of embedding dimensions. We want 348 of them. That's a step up from our previous 32, I believe. And then we need to give this Hydra a few more heads. So 6 heads. And a few more layers. 6 layers. And we say that the dropout is 0.2. We haven't built this layer yet, but we will need the variable soon. You could also add a flashbang command. It would be very cool and fun. Just trust me. I'm not a masochist. No, man. Ooh, maybe I could do it. Maybe I could do it so that OBS switches the scene and then gives a flashbang, but it's only to the viewer. I won't see it. That could be something. What do you think, Gold? Is that a good idea? Like you can sit there and flashbang yourself, and I will be totally undisturbed. I could even make that something like a great idea. Ooh. Mini lag. Those mini lags aren't on my end though. I can see that I have full connection at the moment. It'd be cool, yeah. Why would you want to give yourself flashbangs and leave me undisturbed? Just open like a white image of a square or something and close and open the window again and again. Flashbang yourself. Or maybe you're thinking like more sophisticated, like having a flashbang grenade flying from the side of the screen, like. And unlike you, I'm a masochist. Ooh, damn. Damn. Well, you do you, sir. I won't judge. I won't judge. Maybe you like eating pasta and tomato in very hot greenhouses. Remember, I'm the guy who tried to beat no-hit absolute radiance. True, true. And after you do that, you will need to beat the same boss while on a crappy laptop in a hot greenhouse, while pasta and tomato sauce covers your keyboard. That's a real challenge for you. Like, it's all slippery. I don't know what I'm saying. My brain is simply farting at the moment. It's like my brain is trying everything it's got to distract me from doing any coding or anything. Great idea, sir. Well, thank you, sir. You are so welcome, sir. Yes, sir. Well, don't sue me if the idea turns out to be horrible. Though it could make a great YouTube video. Like, I can just imagine the title of the video. Like, beating Absolute Radiance no hit with pasta and tomato sauce. And there's like an image of a sweaty, humid jungle with a thick brick-like Lenovo laptop with pasta sauce smeared over it. Just imagine if it were cold in your house, you would be like, oh, man, I know what's coming. No, it's not cold, man. It's not cold. Ah! Stop! You are violating the law, sir. I should add like a shake counter to see who's the worst criminal. I mean, if we paste it like this, it's gonna say, wow, congratulations, you did it all correctly. It can't be that easy. The ultimate shaker. Mr. Shaker. Gojo the Shaker. I haven't had a milkshake in years. The last milkshake I had was in the US. We stopped at one of those, like, oh my god, what are they called? Arctic. What are they called? USA Arctic fast food. Arctic Circle, right? Arctic Circle. Yeah, like one of these places, basically. And they had some very, very heavy milkshakes, I tell you. Like, you could feel the, like, diabetes crawling up your toes, up your thighs, and like clutching your midriff. It was really good, but I don't know, man. The US is crazy. like, you're a European bro as well, so if you haven't been to America, it's difficult to like even imagine how much sugar they have in everything. Like high fructose corn syrup or like pure plain cane sugar. Like, I swear to God, if you go to the supermarket and buy like a bag of potatoes, it will have like sugar in it. Potatoes. Ooh, the control panel is set up exactly as needed. That device line is exactly the kind of dynamic switching used to move between local testing and heavy GPU training. Before we start plugging these settings into the model, there's a small gotcha hiding in the snippet you shared. You define block size 256 in hyperparameter section, but right below it in the data prep section there is another block size. I know, I was wondering if we're gonna get to that. In Python, if you assign a value to a variable in the top of the script and then assign a new variable. Yes, I know, so it's gonna use the other one, so we want to delete this one. It's going to use the latest assigned value to the or simple as that. That's a good enough answer. Typical American experience. Yeah, but it's like, I don't know, even if you hear about it, it's like difficult to even fathom without experiencing it. It's certainly like an experience to experience. It's one of those experiences, if I say so myself. You hadn't been to the US, right? I believe we talked about this before. Had you even gone outside Poland? I have like a vague memory of you saying like you've been to somewhere else. Exactly, because Python reads top to bottom. That block size 8 line further down with the overwrite the next one. Okay, so delete, update debugger models init method. Right now your self blocks has exactly 3 hard-coded block layers. We want this to dynamically use our new n layers variable, which is currently set to 6. So we can scale the depth of the network by just changing one number. I've been to Austria and passing through Czechia. You say Czechia? Czechia. Czechia. Where is that? Where is that? The Czech Republic. Ah, I see. Can I change to English? Where is it though? Oh, it's next to Poland. I see. It's kind of embarrassing that I didn't even know this is the place immediately. Crazy. I drink coffee and tea without sugar. It's hard to do. It's hard to drink them outside of home because they are all like violently filled with sugar in all stores. Yeah, like I think I saw a YouTube video on like the diabetic epidemic caused by like just stores like Espresso House and Starbucks and stuff like that. People get so addicted to the sugar. Like, they just ask for more and more pumps of the high fructose corn syrup or sugar, whatever crap they're putting in those bottles. And I think some customers asked like 20 pumps or something of like pure sugar in their coffee. And like, that's insanity. So good on you for drinking tea and coffee without sugar. I also always drink my tea and coffee black, or... What do you say when you drink tea without additives? I mean, you can drink coffee black, and that means like it's just pure coffee basically. But do you say you drink just tea? Or is there a word for it? Like I drink my tea green, or I don't know. Because it doesn't work. Plain. Plain is a word. I take my tea plain. No lumps. Yeah. Ew. That sounds nasty. Why would you have... Why would you drink tea lumps? Do you just slurp them up? Would you like some lumps in your tea, sir? Yes. Some sugar lumps, please. Oh, yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's what you meant. Oh my god. Okay. Sugar lumps. Yeah, lumps are what they call sugar cubes sometimes. It's more British. Fancy. Some fancy British tea mannerisms. You want some lumps with your coffee, sir? Man, I love British, like the language. It's so pretentious and not at the same time. Like it's totally normal for it to be pretentious, but you can't get around the fact that it sounds pretentious. And I just love it. Though I've never used that word, lumps, or sugar. Man, when I was younger, I could eat so much sugar, like it's actually insane. And I feel fine. Like when I was like 12, I could eat like 2 like massive chocolate bars. And like half of it is like pure sugar, and I would just be like, ooh, oh my god, I'm so awake right now. That would be the extent of it. But now, no, there's no way. My heart would start racing, and my palms would be sweaty, and I would be like, I don't know, I'll probably feel like I was dying. I don't like anyone with hard accents, including Americans. Anyone that is British with neutral accent is automatically my friends. You don't like anyone with hard accents, including Americans. Anyone that is British with neutral accent is automatically my friend. It always seems to equate with weird nationalism. I don't know, man. I'm just thinking... You're saying there's like neutral accent. Is there such a thing as a neutral accent? I mean, if you had like harder than normal accent for the location. Okay, yeah, I can buy that. Like there's a gradient when it comes to accent. Like you can have some of it or a lot of it. So I see what you mean there, but by like having some of it is superior in your opinion. Polish is similar to the Czech language, but in a way but in a way, so they have similar word structure, sometimes words but different meanings, and Czech just sounds funny when a Polish person reads it honestly. I mean, that's kind of like how we have it with Norway and Denmark. Like, there's a lot of overlap, but it's not the same. It's just not the same. Do I find your, like, take on it being often equated to weird nationalism very interesting on Populisio? I've never even thought of it like that. I'm not saying you're wrong or correct. I've just never, like, made that connection. Because of similar words but different meanings. Yeah, exactly. And yeah, exactly. Oh my god, I'm spacing out. My brain isn't working. I am Seattle neutral accent, so I'm super biased. Still how I feel though. Yeah, that's Seattle neutral. Yeah. I mean, it's just a known fact that the Seattle accent is like the baseline for the whole English language. Everything else is an accent. So, wake up! Wake up! No, but you're totally entitled to your feelings. Though I guess my accent is pretty strong. No, not. It's definitely noticeable, but it's. I mean, there are some Swedes, man. You just listen to their English and it's just like, come on, you can do better than that. Like, though I wouldn't say they're more nationalist than anything. I'd just say they're lazy or unpracticed or uneducated. Accent coaches call it Seattle neutral, unironically, and polyglots call it that. Damn. Americans really think they're the center of the world, don't they? Though I guess it's hard to not think that with like the impact the US has on the rest of the world. Though it is kind of fun to sometimes like hear Americans speak of themselves and their relation to the world and be like, man, your way of thinking is so interesting. Though it's not all Americans who are like that, but I'd say most of them. Though deservedly so. I mean, non-American accent coaches and polyglots specifically called it that. Seattle neutral. Oh, ooh. Let's see. Seattle neutral accent. Well, it's Evergreen Speech and Hearing Clinic. All right. Here we have those accent coaches maybe. Do Seattleites have accents? Conclusion. So do Seattleites have an accent? The answer is yes, though it may be more subtle than other regional accents. Okay. So I guess you can say it like borrows a lot of its accent from all of the US. Like it's a big mishmash of all the accents. And therefore it's neutral, maybe? I'm just guessing. But like you can't really tell it's specifically Seattle compared to anything else. Or wait, did I misunderstand that? Is it that... Why are we getting into the weeds of accents? Honestly. I'm quite worldly. Remember, I'm the guy that made lots of translators. Right. How's it going with that anyways? Are you done with it? Like the overlay... what did you call it again? Not text to... video to text, maybe? But there was a neater word for it. Well, I don't remember. Let's see, we haven't had a drop of connection recently, have we? I don't think so. Doesn't seem like it. And we are past 9 o'clock, so it really seems like before 9 o'clock it's like the devil's time, according to my ISP. Good, I moved on to other stuff now, made a crazy RSS script. What is that? Tell me more. Probably call it STT, OCR, etc. Oh yeah, it's OCR, I think. Devil's time. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just pulling words out of my ass at this time. No, but it's like before 9. Central European time, I think. I mean, or Amsterdam time, let's say. It's like 9 o'clock Amsterdam time is the like border of when the ISP stops being a prick, and before that it's a prick. They are very, very nasty before that. They're like the devil, shutting me down. They don't like my stream. They don't like my shake command. They don't like anything about this channel. Damn Illuminati ISP. Do you want headlines? It was like 1,000 headlines and links from all popular sites. Like a snapshot of internet. Ooh, you made a data scraper. Is it like a web crawler, or do you have like a list of websites that get scraped? Thank you for reminding me about access to the command. Man, I need to implement a bot or something that shows the commands or something. I don't know, but I don't like when chatbot spams commands or spams messages, I should say. I need to find a careful balance between having it show up sometimes, but not too often. It's kind of fun because, like, in the beginning when I heard of data scraping, like, this was a long time ago, But then I thought it was like illegal. I thought they were like hacker criminals scraping the web, like, I don't know, like they were stealing something. It's not a scraper, it's a proper RSS downloader. It just shows them as a HTML1 file instead of a stupid GUI. How do you say that word? I mean, you can say graphical user interface, but do you say GUI? GUI, maybe. Whatever. That way it's archivable by default. I mean, GUI. 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 GUI? Nah, man, that sounds weird. GUI. GUI. It's GUI. That stupid GUI. 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 Sounds Chinese. It's the Chinese infiltration. They've gotten into our vocabulary. GUI. You said it's not a scraper, but it's not. Or did you? Is that a parenthesis, or is it a quotation mark, or is it a bolding statement? Because this is it's a italicized, or whatever you want to call it. Okay. Well, what is I don't understand the difference. Maybe it's like a technical difference that doesn't really matter, but that sounds like a data scraper to me. Or is a data scraper more aggressive, maybe? Like, you're only interested in like a specific like part of the data, and a data scraper takes all of it. Maybe. I could see that being the distinction. Like, one is greedy and one is more like targeted. RSS is the OG method of sharing headlines. If the site wants to share headlines, they host an RSS website link themselves. So it's kind and respectable to the site. I see. That makes much more sense. Okay. So you can hook onto those and then have those downloaded or collected, or whatever you want to call it. Okay. What for, though? Like, what's the point? Simply a technical exercise? Just for the fun of it? Or is this like part of your master plan to collect the headlines of the whole world and then filter them algorithmically for actionable stock trading data or something? I don't know. I was actually thinking about doing that, like creating some sort of program that scans for headlines on particular stocks and then having the AI like make trade suggestions, and then like test it out and see if you could follow some sort of like overarching trend of headlines to make like purchasing and selling decisions, and if that would work or not, like as a fun experiment. But I haven't gotten around to doing it. Like, I got the idea from DeepSeek, but I don't know, like, I'm sure that there are like heavy duty machine learning going on the stock market that like trades the vast amount of like the higher volumes. But like, I wouldn't have access to those kind of networks, so I don't know if it's useless or not to do it on your own time. I don't ever go on social media like Reddit anymore. It's my primary way to search recent events now. Like, I only go to Reddit, etc. Through my script now. That is an interesting application. I feel like if such a site doesn't exist, then you could probably like create your own website and host that data there. And then you'd only need to make it like searchable for keywords, and then you'd have like a search engine that's, well, I don't know, it's gonna be better than Google, but it's probably gonna be different, because Google is filled with unoptimal suggestions. Yeah, AI trading is interesting, and yes, my script also has raw and MD output options, so I can fit into AI natively. Yes. My script generates HTML1 files and you view them in browser automatically. What's an HTML1 file? Can I... wait, do I need to... Why doesn't this work? I think I broke this one. Why? Need to restart it, but oh, yes, now it's working again. HTML1 file explanation. Great. Oh, and I ran it on fast, so take this information with a grain of salt. Single file component or standalone HTML file is a method where all necessary code run web pages back into a single HTML document. Interesting. I mean, I guess I could have figured that out myself, but... So you put all of it inside. Oh, I've done this before, actually. I never realized there was a term for it, though. Okay. Okay. It is an HTML file about 1 to 3 megabytes in size with everything in it, all the links and tiny thumbnails and stuff. No other files required to view and use. But wait, if you... Oh wait, no, okay. So the HTML file only has the links and thumbnails for the links. 1, 2, 3, okay, we're back. 2, 3, okay, we're back. Not ideal at all. Do you know if you can like contact your ISP and have them stop being such pricks and throttling with your connection all the time? Back, yeah, noise. Because this is it's very annoying to have your network completely break all the time. And it's also on the upload. I mean, it can't be that many people uploading like as much as I do right now. Like 20... how much do I upload? 27 megabits per second, I think. It's not a small amount of data. But still, you still think like it would pass through the fiber optic cable and all the way to Twitch and YouTube and Kick servers without issue. I might as well ask. It's something you simply have to live with. And we're back again. Let's see what Gemini says about this. Ooh. Okay, so I need to gather more data, test India server, log the outages, rule out your own equipment. I have done that. I am experiencing severe intermittent package loss and my upstream bandwidth is dropping significantly during evening hours. I have bypassed my router, placing maintenance cables and have logs showing my connection dropping at Man, damn, I need to take it real seriously if they're not listen to me, won't I? Honestly, sometimes all the tracking shit in all AI websites makes my computer lag. I've noticed moving from X11 to Wayland made it way less laggy on OpenAI and Gemini sites. Interesting. I mean, I know that most have like at least begun phasing out X11 for Wayland. And many have like completely migrated over to Wayland at this point. Though it is interesting to see like OpenAI and Gemini work so much better on Wayland specifically. It has come a long way, hasn't it, Wayland? In a pretty short time as well, all things considered. Or at least the finishing sprint now has gone pretty fast. I think the project itself has been in development pretty damn long, hasn't it? Wayland development timeline. 2008, yeah. So it's been in development a long time ago. But yeah, 2023, yeah, so it's... yeah, it's happening fast now at the tail end of development. Though I guess that makes perfect sense. It's now mature enough to actually work without issues most of the time. I had like some issues with KDE on Wayland, though not many of them, but like some of them, like graphical glitches, but that was mainly due to my different DPI. Is that the correct term? I don't know. My different like screen resolutions or monitor resolutions. That caused issues. I remember, but yeah. It's still not ready on Linux Mint. I might move to something else because they're kind of fucking it up and it's not even secure on Mint specifically. I see. I think when I migrate back to Linux one day, it is gonna happen. Though I haven't made the jump yet because there's a lot of software I'm using like right here, right now, that I will need replacements for, and all of those replacements don't exist, and the workarounds are unideal at the moment. But when that's solved, maybe later this year, maybe next year, then I will move over to Fedora, I think. Fedora with KDE feels like a dream combination. Like, I liked the cutting edge of using Arch, and I love the stability of Mint. I still have Mint on my laptop, but I mean, I can't do with like Ubuntu and Debian. Like, they're too slow. They're like too far behind. Even if there's rock stable, I do want some flashy new features. So I think Fedora might be the perfect fit for me. What do you think you're gonna test if you migrate from Mint? Like, have you looked into other distros? Like, what software does not work? Debian should be screaming fast unless you mean GPU stuff. I mean GPU stuff, like the I use Affinity, for example. I used the Affinity Designer and Photo before, but now it's like mashed into one application, and I can't do without it. I feel like I need it for editing thumbnails and banners and all sort of stuff. And it's like, when you need a graphical, like a, what do you even call this, a designer tool, let's call it that. When you need like a image designer tool and you don't have it, that's so annoying. And GIMP is, I'm sorry, but GIMP is for losers, or the elite of the elite. Like, I'm an average user when it comes to like graphical programs, so I need something more user-friendly. Inkscape is kind of nice. I have like 50 Linux ISOs on my Wentoy. I've been testing many. Ooh, I see. Distro hopping. And I always install Krita by default. I've used Krita, but it's like, it's excellent for being free. Like, don't get me wrong, it is excellent. But Affinity by Canva is also free now, and it's so much better. I mean, it's a complete Photoshop replacement. Like, it's actually so good. It even has like AI features built in if you want to use that, but with like a subscription to it. I haven't used it because I don't want to pay the subscription, but that's how they make money. So, you know, they have like a stream of income, so they can develop new features and stuff like that. But that's just one example, like that. And then we have like my Elgato gear, like the Stream Deck, for example, and the audio interface, and like the drivers for that, and like the VTube Studio, my webcam. Like, there are ways around all of those issues, don't get me wrong, there are ways to fix it, but it's not easy. And I just haven't had like the energy to fix all of that. I'd have to stop streaming again for probably a month to fix it all. And I just feel like, no. Just no. Why do that when I can use Windows, even though I hate Windows, and then migrate over when it's easier for me to do that? Can you just run it in Wine or something? Like, there are compatibility layers to that. And I think I read a post somewhere about them getting Affinity to work with Wine with minimal graphical glitches, like UI glitches, because that's pretty common in like editing software. So it's almost there, almost. AI helped me a lot with getting things to run in Wine. It gives all the weird settings per application. Yeah, AI is so good when you try to like do things on Linux. because there's like so much documentation online, so it's been trained properly on how to do stuff. And even if the answers sometimes are suboptimal or sometimes straight up doesn't work, you still learn to do something usually. Like you gain a knowledge from doing it, and you can usually like find a way of doing it, like solving the problem yourself. At least that was how it was for me when I used Arch. Like I had a strange problem and I googled and all of that, and there was no like apparent solution. I used AI, and after some troubleshooting, it might have given me the correct answer and voila, it's solved. Or it might have given me some new angles to test things, and then maybe find the actual culprit and then Google that actual culprit and find a solution that solves both issues. So, oh my god, I'm japping like crazy. But yeah. But if you've tested like 50 different distros, then you need to have a like favorite by now, right? Or maybe Mint is your favorite, but their Wayland support is making you migrate. Or lack thereof, should I say. Update the background language models init method. Over here, okay. I'm blind. So we want to set that to the variable. So number of embedding dimensions should equal... Well, this is the default 32. I'm not sure. I'm still figuring out the install update commands for different systems. There are weird nitpicks with all flavors. Yeah, that is true. That is true. I've like just looked at the Fedora way of doing things, and I can say that I like Pac-Man. I like Pac-Man a lot more. Like Pac-Man it's great. It's actually great, but you can't have everything. Or I guess like the whole reason why there are so many distros is because people want to have everything. Like they build the perfect distro for them. And then we scrubs who don't have the technical know-how or the motivation or the time to create our own distros simply use their creations. And then we complain that it doesn't have all the features we want, like spoil it to children. Though I guess we can also call it feedback, and a lot of people probably appreciate concrete and actionable feedback. Oh, it's in here. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Of course, I was thinking this is the default. Why would I change the defaults to a variable in the global scope? No, it's talking about this one. Pac-Man is sexy? What? I didn't say that. Don't put words in my mouth. Or did I? No, but Pac-Man. Pac-Man the GOAT. Ooh, Mr. Hellbot Twitch says you need to approve it. Really? Really? That has never happened. What kind of devilry did you type? Oh, please don't. Oh, thank God. Thought for a second it was gonna blast with a random. Wait, I need to go to the creator dashboard. Let's see. Where do we have that? Oh no! Did I fuck up? Okay, no. Let's see here. Why? Are we back yet? I think we're back now. Yeah, we're back. For some reason it says that it failed to load the moderation module. What, Twitch? Why? Like, this is the moderation module. Failed to load it for some reason. Twitch is silly. Silly. Well. Ooh. Zero viewers were moderated during this stream. Okay. No blocked terms, no permitted terms, no chains. Well, I don't know what to tell you, man. Sorry to say. What is that? Ooh, okay, no. Now that one crashed. Of course. Seems that things just aren't meant to be today. I think there are like 2 or 3 places things might be blocked in, I said. Okay, I'm gonna look at that in a second. I just need to fix the chat interface backend. Because YouTube is silly and keeps getting desynced. Now that should be solved, and YouTube should be connected, and we can look at your paste bin. Wait. What is this? Pac-Man is sexy, but I had to do the update keyring trick to fix it today in Catchy OS. Oh my god, that's giving me flashbacks. Update keyring trick. It's been like a year since the last fiddled with Arch, but that is giving me flashback for something. Update keyring. So here we have headline harvest. Ooh, it's a Python. It is a Python. Ooh. Damn, man, this is a lot of code. It's actually an install guide I gave you. Required external libraries and installation guide. Majority of imports in the script are part of the Python standard library. However, the following require installation: AU HTTP, feed parser, matplotlib, numpy, including recommended key repository and keyring updates depending on OS. Here we have it, yeah. Sudo Pacman. I see. How much of this is like AI? It's like over a year in development. Like, did you do it completely from scratch, or did you use like AI to bounce questions and idea of like, or did you have it type, I don't know, create specific functions, or all by hand, or? It is impressive though. Even though I can't like tell everything that's going on here at a glance, obviously, it's almost exactly 2,000 lines. 1,200 lines. 1,200, I should say. %. I always use AI to do whole edit method. I never use code tools. Run it. Man, I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna run a random Python script. It's just not good practice. It's just not good practice. I mean, I don't think you're trying to like do something nefarious. Let's see what Mr. Gemini says here. Or is it Mrs. Gemini? Explain what this does in detail. I mean, you should be able to look it over with AI, but yeah, it does have lots of places things could hide in. You are correct. Yeah. Like, AI is good, but it's not infallible. The understatement of the century, maybe. Or the decade at least, but yeah. This is a highly optimized asynchronous news aggregator that feed reader script written in Python. A feed reader script written in Python. It's designed to rapidly scrape. You see? Quote unquote not data scraper, he says. Yeah, even the AI here knows what's up. You filthy scraper. I'm just fucking with you. Normalize and display headlines from a wide variety of internet sources, outputting them into a highly polished standalone HTML dashboard or Markdown JSON. Here is a detailed breakdown on how the script operates and what makes it tick. The core engine asynchronous fetching. This script is built for speed instead of fetching feeds one by one. It uses async IO and AIO HTTP to fetch dozens of sources simultaneously. Concurrency control. Default in 20 current. Retry logic. Timeouts. Okay. The unified source registry. The script defines source, class, massive sources. Reddit. Lemmy and Mastodon. intelligently construct RSS URLs for federated platforms and uses heavy regex parsing to strip out mention tags and extract the actual uploading links rather than just linking to the local instance commenting page. Hacker news! Hakur. Highly optimized, highly polished. I mean, it's self-glazing. kind of like our own brains telling us the brain is the most complex object in the body. RSS and Google News uses the feed parser library to handle standard RSS and Atom feeds from traditional news outlets, NPR, BBC, routers. Ooh, Big Brother. And Google News topic feeds. OSS Insight. It's a specific API to grab currently running open source GitHub repositories. Oh, you're even trying to get in on that open source action. I see. Data normalization, so it cleans it up. Age ship color math. Ooh, freshness decay. That's a nice little visual feedback. Unless you're colorblind. The output generators. Okay, markdown, command line interface. Okay, so you run it through command line interface. Fascinating. I have all the good and bad news sites just to snapshot the internet. Not really only things I enjoy. Nice to see what the enemy is saying. Yes. That's very important. Very important. You need to get the daily profit delivered. Even though the Ministry of Magic is corrupt. I run it with HTML open. Open? Oh, I'm guessing that's a standard command or something. Interesting. Well, I am impressed. I mean, your previous OCR program or whatever that you used to, well, scrape video feeds. There's no other way to put it, I don't think. Was also impressive, but this feels like more useful, if you catch my drift. Like, it's complex and stuff, but it's not so complex that you can't like customize it yourself to be exactly what you want and need, which is a huge advantage, because often websites and software, at least in my experience, don't actually function in the way you'd want them to. Like, they get really close, but they always fall short, like on the finish line. It generates the HTML file and opens the HTML in default browser. See. Well, thank you for sharing that. That's very interesting. Very, very interesting. Oh, not create music. But when you program, do you like use VS Code, or like do you use Cursor or Google Anti-Gravity or Sublime? I don't know, like do you use like an IDE with AI built in or not? I'm just curious because I've been considering like switching over. But I don't know if like that's a bad idea for this sort of use case. I'll be right back. Hello. No, I only use Gemini or OpenAI website. I never use code tools as they use edit mode AI. I only use whole mode AI. I mean, I don't really understand like the difference. Like, is it that you paste your whole like script, like doing like this and then pasting it like this and then saying fix please and it fixes it, or like whole mode AI is like twice as smart? Is it that it has like better context awareness or something? Yes, the AI thinks about whole thing at once and finishes by writing whole code at once. I see. It forces it to think holistically. Ooh, that's a neat word, holistically. It thinks about it as a whole, as a complete, as a object. I don't know, but yeah, all the benchmark you see that says this AI is smart at code is showing benchmark for whole mode AI, not edit. Okay, because I've seen like a lot of like code streamers and stuff like that. Code streamers, but programming streamers use like Cursor and so one using like Google's anti-gravity, and I'm just wondering if it's they don't know better or if they know something I don't know, because it looked very like convenient to simply like, I don't know, like select something like that and then type into the box or whatever, like make it do something else, and it does that. But it feels like it needs to have like the context of what's around it for doing that. I imagined it having like the context of the whole script and then simply editing one part of it, but maybe I'm completely at sea. If you want to work on projects with over 2,000 lines of code, you must use edit mode AI. Oh, I see. So what you're saying is that it's your way of doing it is better for tiny projects, and their way of doing it is better for large projects. But AI companies try and make it hard to do it the way I'm doing it because it costs them more tokens. Yeah, I can see that. Though I don't understand why they would even care. I mean, like, you still pay for the tokens, right? Like, I have like the Gemini Pro subscription, and there's like a limit to how much I can use like their Pro model. There might even be a limit to how much I can use the thinking model, maybe. I'm not sure about that any longer, but there is a limit to the Pro version. And yes, like just have the limit get reached sooner if it costs you more to run it like edit mode. Like that's probably the way they do it still, but I don't see why they'd be against that. That's just like another excuse to push their next tier of subscription to the plebs paying for it. They care because I used the 20-month thing. The limit is on rounds, not total tokens, so they want to chat the rounds to be super short. I see. But hold on a second. Gemini subscription tiers. Let's see if I can even see this without logging in. Hello? Huh? 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 Damn. If only someone had made a scraper that could download it. Why? Well, whatever. Whatever. My point was... Oh, hello. Hello, Gojo. Damn, that came out of nowhere. I had completely forgotten about the sound, the rattle. If you use API, they don't try and prevent this because you're paying per token and you control sysprompt. But like, I might be wrong, but I remember like the subscription when you buy it, it says like you gain a specific amount of like tokens, like AI tokens that you can use for like VO3, I believe, and Notebook LLM and stuff like that. And if you have those tokens, then I don't see why you wouldn't have tokens. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm too tired for this shit, man. I can't deal with the Google schmoogle business model. I was trying to do something. No AI companies reveal how many round rate limits they do on the bleeding models. They always change it around many times per month. I see, they change it depending on their electricity bill, probably. Sometimes they say it though. Ooh, that is really bad. That's how you know it's really bad. If they admit to worsening a service, then you know you're cooked. You're cooked. It's so funny with OpenAI. I mean, it's just... I don't know, man. Even if, like, they had better service, I don't think I'd go back to using them. Like, my experience with ChatGPT hasn't been the best. I started, like, doing the Devstream with ChatGPT and I thought it was pretty bad. Even though everyone says it's really, really good. I don't know, I haven't had that experience. And I just don't like OpenAI like as a company. I don't know if you feel the same, but it's so scummy to like take what's supposed to be an open source or open model foundation and privatize it. I don't have anything to add to this conversation, so I'll just keep shaking. That's fine, that's fine. You can keep putting your hands around my neck and shaking me violently. Introducing more brain damage. That's fine. That's why I created a command. It's good to have you here, man. I'm still proud of my script. Is this Linksus? I'm just gonna do that so we don't... Okay, it's fine. Okay. It looks pretty sleek. It does look pretty sleek, yeah. I do like this. Though I'm not sure about the grain. Is it supposed to be this grainy? I mean, like, it's like an old CRT display or something. CRT? CTR? I don't know the acronym, but you know, an old display. It's like the Ant Wars. You have ants in your program, man. Ants. Need to get ants out. I hate all large companies equally. They must be destroyed. But like Walmart, I still need to hate. Like, I have nothing against a big company intrinsically. Like Valve, for example. I don't know, man. Like, Gaben is my... He's my Lord and Savior. He's my Lord and Savior, and man, I go to war for that man. Like, it's not the size of the company; it's the company, plain and simple. If the company is bad, I don't care how large it is. Like a tiny 10-man team company that's building, I don't know, bioterrorism weapons in a lab in sub-Saharan Africa. I don't know. Like, I'd think they were pretty bad. And I'd think a large company doing psychological experiments on children would be pretty bad as well. Like, it's not about the size for me. You just see the evil more with the size when it comes to like large companies. Do not insult my perfectly generated per pixel Luma Gaussian grain. You like that shit, man? Okay. To each their own. Okay, I see. Shake times 2. I can... the manual shake. Or I can do... wait a bit. Alright. Doing experiments on children is a lie headline that's just talking about A/B testing that all companies still do. Or talking about something else. Oh no, I was just thinking like about Meta or Facebook or something like that. Like they do A/B testing, sure, but it's one thing to like ask someone what you like most, and then it's one thing to have like a dedicated team of psychologists dedicated to like, or like educated on child psychology. Like TikTok did this as well. Like they had psychology. What do you call them? You don't call them psychology people. You call them not psychiatrists, or do you? Maybe psychiatrists. But you have like people like that, and they like ran experiments on children, like literally. That's what I've heard at least. And it was a video. I don't remember who made it. I want to say Cold Fusion, but I'm not sure. But like there's like with everything, there's a gradient to these things. Like there's a lot of evil shit going on when it comes to profit chasing. You've been reading this message from Gemini for around 14.30 minutes now. I have. Damn. Time sure flies, man. I can see you're really focusing on it. Okay. Let's lock in here. Okay. Right now your self-love blocks has exactly 3 hard-coded block layers. There we are. We want this to dynamically use our new and layers variable, which is currently set to 6. Wow, I can't read even. So we can scale the depth of the network by changing just one number. Instead of typing out block 6 times, we can run a Python list comparison combined with the asterisk operator, which unpacks the list into separate arguments inside nn.sequential. Holy shit. You're getting a tongue exercise. 14.5. Yes sir. Almost 15 minutes. Okay. I mean, it's giving me the answer here, isn't it? Because there's no way I'll be able to do this on my own without the cheat sheet. Alright. So asterisk and block number of embedding dimensions, and we want number of heads to equal number of heads. 4 underscore in range of number layers. And something is wrong. What is wrong? Oh, the comma. Wow. Did you see that? Holy shit, we made it. We made one change. Also, by the way, my headline script also solves the issue of what you're talking about. It generates static unchaining list of headlines that everyone sees the exact same way. Or what I'm talking about. What was I talking about? I can't even remember. My brain is all foggy. It's like clouds and rocks and sands. Yeah, the sand is my brain, and the clouds is my thoughts. Wow, why did I get so philosophical all of a sudden? My script does not do A/B testing. Oh, I see. So you're getting the unfiltered raw data, basically. There's no algorithmic tailoring. If you don't like it, then you can just scramble back to your TikTok or Instagram feeds, I guess. It turns out this message was generated around 1 hour and 14 minutes ago. It was? No. Damn. I've been streaming for 2.5 hours, so yeah, 14 minutes was probably a pretty low estimate. I originally made it because I hate the censorship and feed algorithm of Reddit and similar. I just hate Reddit, man. I just hate Reddit. Like that place is... that place is... Yeah, it is. Yeah. Good coding, thanks. Thanks, man. Thanks, man. You may shake me for that compliment. I'll allow it. Though no more than once. That's my limit. Yes. Now stop. Well, there are not many communities left on open web. Yeah, not to be too depressive, but that's like a systematic like issue. Like, call me conspiracy brain or whatever, but I'm sure that the not you too, man. Not you too. I'm sure that's on purpose. Like the death of the community, so to speak. No, let's not talk about that. That's too sad. Too sad. I'm gonna share the whole script with it to update the context, so it has more recent context of what's actually in here. Ooh, we can also, let's see, change some of these for, oh no, one of those, and ding dong 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 ding ding. Ooh, a new item. Fancy. Oh, I know it's on purpose, but by looking at all headlines at once I can see how crazy it all is. Oh. You need to be careful to not become crazy yourself, though. Stare into the abyss long enough and the abyss will stare back into you. Like there's a part of me that wishes to go back to like my naivete, like my naive worldview when everything was sunshine and rainbows. Though I guess I'd have to go back to being like, I don't know, 10 or something for that to happen, so... Man, I've been cynical a long time. The abyss is scared of me. Well, that's what you think. It's just its way of luring you deeper in before it sets its hooks into you. Like, oblivion is such a neat concept. Like, nothingness. Not just nothing. Like a lack of even nothing. Like nothing is something. And oblivion has to be even less. I don't know if you can tell that I'm tired, but I tend to get rather I don't know what to call it. Philosophical. Let's call it that. When I'm exhausted. Deep man. No, I'm just tired. I swear, like a lot of philosophy is simply some guy being like, oh, I'm so damn tired, and then he has like a hallucination about, oh yeah, let's write that down, and then he goes to sleep. Angry and the philosophical thoughts. Yeah. You need to turn those thoughts into a stone so it can become gold. Okay. We've made some progress today. Feels... I don't know, it feels like I'm giving myself a participation trophy by saying that, but I mean, there's a few lines of code here. Yes, a few lines, and one thing got changed here. So that's something. Book. Harry, did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire movie? Harry! Fucking idiot! You bloody bastard! Harry! Man, I'm so tilted that they did that. Seeing a tired cat makes me tired. Go to sleep. Oh wait, no. It's a bit early for you to go to sleep. Seattle is... Wait, is Seattle? It has to be West Coast. Right, so it's... What, you're 10 hours behind me? Or something? I don't know. But yeah, I think... Oh, didn't mean to drop that. I think I'm gonna have to call it for tonight. It's been really fun. Thank you so much, guys, for hanging out today. Yeah. If you enjoyed it, you know what to do. And I'm gonna head to bed now. So, yeah, please take care, guys. And I'll see you in the next one. Cheers!